All right. Afternoon, everyone. Can you hear us? Can you see us?
Yes, here and
Yes,
see.
we can.
Perfect. Thanks, colleagues, for joining us this afternoon. Appreciate your time. This weekend, Saturday, we've got Sigma Lions versus the Toyota Cheetahs. But before that, we've got our under-20 side playing against the Leopards in Potch. With us, we've got Wessel Roux, who's the forwards, mental and life coach of the Sigma Lions, and he'll be able to field questions relating both to the Carling Currie Cup as well as the SA Rugby Under-20 Cup. So if you don't mind, we'd like to kick it off. If I don't see any hands, it's free game.
Morning, Wessel. Morgan here from IFM in Bloem. Tough challenge for you guys this week. Coming to Bloem to face the Cheetahs, a team they are on a bit of a high. There's a lot of self-confidence in the team, and they look like a team that won a Currie Cup in 2019. So tough outing for you guys.
Hi, Morgan. Yes, it's definitely it's always a tough outing in Bloem. I mean, I've traveled there many years of my playing and coaching career, and it's never easy. They've got a very settled side, like you said, very well balanced, and I mean they've got experienced guys that have won World Cups. So yeah, it's going to be a big challenge. From our side, I mean we want to walk towards the pressure, if you can call it that. We want to, yeah, just we say to the players, just be your best that you can be, and then obviously we can't control what the Cheetahs do, but at least we can play the best rugby that we can play. I felt we've played not great rugby always, but there's still a lot of potential in the guys in the previous games in the Currie Cup, and I think they're also disappointed with what we've brought for 80-minute games in the past. So yeah, there's a lot of still a lot of quality in our side, and I think the guys are proud and proud to be Lions players, and yeah, hopefully we can go down and just kind of chase our own goals and try to be better at what we do. I think that was the big focus.
Thanks for that, Morgan.
Hi, Coach. It's the other Morgan. Just to ask about the confidence and the morale in the squad after I think it's now 7 losses in all competitions, from the senior team to the more junior teams in the Currie Cup, or players rather, in the Currie Cup. How is the general mood in the squad, and then is the losses in the URC, are they filtering down into the Currie Cup squad as well? Do you get a sense that there's a general malaise, if I could put it that way, coming down and impacting what you guys are trying to do?
Yeah, hi Morgan. Yes, malaise is a big word. I'm not sure 100%. No, I'm just joking. I know what it means. Yeah, I think it's impossible to have, like you said, 7 losses and not feel it. I mean, obviously, we're in a professional business where winning is the only currency. So we understand that. I mean, and like I said, the Currie Cup, it is a youngest team, but it also shouldn't be always thrown like for making excuses and shifting the blame towards the age and whatever. I believe the Oaks are good enough players to play good rugby, and I can't speak for the URC. I'm not part of their management, but obviously as a unit, we as a collective rugby union, we want to do better in that sense. So I think the boys feel it, but there's definitely not a we've given up kind of attitude. It's we have to go, and the thing with rugby, you can always with one win you can change things quickly. Obviously you want to win constantly, but it's important to just chase that small successful kind of small facets of the game, and then hopefully that can translate into a winning game, and then hopefully you can kind of change the mindset or the vibe in the team. Like you said, you can change that with small steps. But yeah, I think we're feeling it, and it's but it's a feeling of we need to fix this, I think.
Thanks, Coach.
Carl, I see your hand up.
Coach, if I may, your under 20 side definitely doesn't share the mishaps or what after their brilliant game against they started against the Eastern Province. They're up this weekend against the Leopards. That's also not going to be quite a big test. I think you guys, just courtesy-wise, you will disagree with me. But thereafter, it's really becoming quite difficult. Do you think that the feeling in the senior camp would affect or push the guys higher on the juniors to perform better?
Yeah, Carl, thanks for. I think the under-20s are on a roll. Well, it's only the first game. Last year, obviously, we went well, but under-20s, Eastern Province was a good start. The frustration I think we felt from the game being stopped at halftime was just the guys that were on the bench. They were all so excited to play, and they couldn't get a chance. To say that the Leopards are easy, that's absolute. I mean, last year we struggled, I think, the most against the Leopards away. The absolute disaster first half we had last year from an under-20 perspective, I think taught us a lot of determination and helped us in later stages of the season last year. But yeah, difficult in pots always. Leopards are a great side. I mean, we've done our preparation on them. They're a really good side. They've got a good coaching staff. So yeah, it's never easy in pots. Yeah, it's going to be a difficult one. I think I answered your question. Did I answer it? Yeah. But yeah, you lost me. Lost me when you talked about how easy pots. It's never easy. Please, brother, it's never easy.
Another question, just onto that. Your pack of forwards was absolutely demolishing Eastern Province. Both your senior sides and your junior sides, the pack of forwards is actually your strong point on the field. When is the Lions going to start concentrating, playing a more maybe conservative type of rugby? And yeah, with your forwards being your major weapon, which it is at this stage.
Thanks for the compliment. I mean, yes, I think the 20 pack did well. We scored a few more tries and the scrum was good. To change the way, well, to address the topic of how we're going to play and conservative or not, I mean, that's unfair for me to make comments on that. I'm not attack coach or defensive coach. So the way I see my role as a forward coach, I need to create ball for the team. Not I, but the pack need to create ball in a sense of either a scrum or a line out. So it's ball creation for me is the important thing. And yeah, so I can't answer the question on how we're going to play, or maybe that's touching on DNA and identity of the team. That's not my place to comment on that. But yeah, for ball creation, line out, scrumming, mauling, that's the stuff we pride ourselves in. But also, it's you have to start at zero I tell the boys, you've got to quickly, if it went well, quickly forget about it, because you can easily get arrogant, and when it hasn't gone well, also quickly forget about it, because it's always a new fight every Saturday. So yeah, hopefully I answer your question, Carl.
I just want to put a last statement there. Forwards doesn't get arrogant; they just get confident.
The forwards can get arrogant. So, but I hear what you're saying. It's human nature.
Thanks for that, Carl.
Wessel, just on what Carl was touching on now about the forwards, it seems like there's quite a bit of weather going to be around Bloem this weekend, which is a pity, as there's also a big golf. But is this going to change the approach to the game, seeing that you guys are very much attack-minded like the Cheetahs?
Yeah, Morgan, I think it's important to have the set piece functioning, and that's in cold weather, hot weather, rainy, windy, anything. I think the set piece always needs to function, and I think also there's a big emphasis on being adaptable. If it rains or whatever, that's a lot of the the weather that we're going to encounter. Not me so much, but the URC team when they play overseas. So I think the Currie Cup side are aware of the fact that we need to adapt to whatever weather comes our way. And I think it's a fine balance between playing what's on. I mean, playing an attacking game, but also playing in the right areas. it's been such a cliche almost, and everybody uses that. But yeah, like again, that's the attacking guys as a department. I try to focus on that ball, that's the set pieces. The way we're going to play, I'm not 100% sure what the weather is going to be like. If you say it's going to be rainy, it can maybe change and maybe create more of a kicking focus. That's also going to work for the Cheetahs because they've got great kickers, especially Ruan Pina. That's awesome from 9. So yeah, it's going to be a difficult day then.
And just last one for me, you mentioned kicking game now. Clayton Blommetjie seems to be 50-50 for this game, so it could be a big loss for the Cheetahs if he's not playing.
Yeah, Clayton is an awesome player. He can counter from anywhere and he can create magic from anywhere. Actually, when I started coaching at the Bulls, when was that? 2008, 2009. Clayton was the under-19 fullback, so I know him well, and he's a great guy. So yeah, but a very big attacking threat that can create magic from anywhere on the field.
Thanks, Morgs.
Wessel, it's Marizon
Yes.
from Field. This Wessel with the URC guys on the weekend, doing better than expected, and a few of the youngsters putting their hands up. Is there a chance that could filter down to you, that you might lose some of the boys to the URC team, or the converse, that some guys might be playing Currie Cup this weekend just to stay sharp for the URC game?
Marizan, yes, I think firstly, the guys, the youngsters that had their chance against the Leinster, I think it was an awesome opportunity for them, and we're happy about that. We want to develop players so they can play eventually at the URC. A guy like Ruan Venter, that's last year, this time he was still at school. We as coaches are very proud of him being able to make that transition so quickly, and Kieran Horn, and I mean there's a lot of guys that were part of our under 20 successful campaign last year that we're very proud of. I think some of the guys that maybe need a bit of game time that was in the URC squad, I think they'll come down to us. We're just waiting to finalize our team with 1 or 2 niggles, but I think definitely 1 or 2 will come down to get some game time, and also be invested in our campaign. It can so easily be a situation where you just come down for time, but you have to also be invested in the team and in the competition. And the Currie Cup is very important for us. So, but yeah, the players are all keen to play, and they are invested in the cause. So I think 1 or 2 will come down for full game time.
Thanks for that, Marizon. Can we take one more, guys, before we call it a day?
Sorry, I'll just take this one.
Thanks, Marizon.
I'm going to ask you specifically about the Shituka brothers, because of their mishap not going, and they played for you in the Currie Cup team. So did they train with you at all, maybe last week, just to keep sharp? And would they be in the mix for this weekend as well?
I think Emmanuel could be in the mix for us. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, we had an extended group training this morning, and I just did units this morning. So I just focused on the scrums and the lineouts. Emmanuel was part of that, but like I say, the final team selection will only be done this afternoon and finalized tomorrow. But yeah, I'm not sure on the traveling mishap. Again, that's not my lane. I'm not sure what happened there. But I think Emmanuel could maybe be selectable for us over the weekend.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate your time. Yeah, I'm going to leave it here unless there's any last question, but I'm going to leave it here for now. Happy?
All good. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Wessel.
Thanks so much, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Bye.